And a one fish, two fish. And a one fish, two fish.
Ooh, check out that
One fish, two fish.
cool echo.
Ooh,
Check out that
one fish, two
cool echo. Check out that
Check out
cool
that
echo.
echo.
Check out that cool echo.
Did I find the echo? I think I found the echo. Did I find the echo? I think I found the echo. Did I find the echo? I think I found the echo.
Not really. Hold on.
Did I find the echo? I think I found the echo.
Not really. Hold on. Not really. Hold on. Not really. Hold on. I don't. Can I still hear myself somewhere? I don't. Can I still hear myself somewhere? I can't. Where am I hearing myself from? I don't. Can I still hear myself somewhere? I can't. Where am I hearing myself from? I don't. Can I still hear myself somewhere? I can't. Where am I hearing myself from? I can't. Where am I hearing myself? Oh, found it. There's another tab open with me open. There you are. No, I had two Twitch tabs open. Holy Zach, how are you doing? It's art. It's the awesome sauce that is art. I don't know if I got a Zach coin. And I still got to make snake morphs. I know, I haven't forgotten just yet. Almost. I've almost forgotten. And not the. There's Charles. All right, let's get you out of the way. That just looks weird. 40-ish lingerie. I didn't touch it since we put it down, so we're picking up more or less where we left off on Tuesday. I was working on the cowgirl outfit today. I'm doing the promos, so we'll see if I can actually get those done and get it submitted. I know the way I work probably won't be tomorrow, although I really should try to get it done tomorrow. And I've been working on the rockabilly swing. For some reason, Marvel's designer was being a real slow butt, taking me forever to do anything with that dress. So hopefully the lingerie isn't that slow. Anyhow, so let's get that back open. So I think we got mostly the garter. Well, we did the stockings, so those are done. I believe we did the garters, and I believe that's done. And I think there were panties, and I think they may be done. So we might just need a bra. And rockabilly swing. Nope. I'm debating whether or not to do shoes. If I do shoes, I'll probably do them on Saturday. Thursday, Saturday. What am I looking for? 40s underwear. There we go. Let's try that. Whip it. 40s underwear. There's where we left off. And it does look like everything is all done. We've got all our trims made. We've got our materials assigned. I may have tweaked this a little bit off stream, but I can't remember. I think I did. Anyhow, we're going to do a bullet bra. I'm going to hunt those down over on screen too. Because bullet bras may not be Twitch safe, depending on the resource. And I'm going to say 1940s bullet bra starring Steve McQueen. Oh, those could push your eyes out. Let me take a look. What are you? I have something here that says Adventures in Recreating 1940s Bust Silhouette. I want to see if it actually has like a sewing pattern. Yeah, it's a lot similar to what I did before with lingerie, except I'm definitely going to do a 4-part and make it kind of pointy. '47. Ooh, the 1947 and go from maybe there. I think I can show this. 247, and I'm going to kind of. I think this one over here. Ignore the 2011. We don't see any naughty bits, so we're good. And I'm going to kind of quarter it up, and we still kind of want to get these kind of circle shapes in there. That's one of those defining features that I think everybody associates with bullet bras. So there's a little piece here in the middle, piece here, piece that'll run around the back. Got a couple of straps, we got our trims, and then we got the cups. We're going to start with the cups. I can shape that out. We'll kind of sketch that out on the avatar and go from there. And as always, we're going to do half and then mirror it over. Well, not as always, but in this particular case. So let's do, let me just hit a save real quick. Jane Mansfield, something like that, yeah. I always think of her in the sweaters, right? Monroe too, but more Jane Mansfield. Jane Mansfield was a healthier girl. Are you? I've got something in here that's not activated, don't I? I'm going to do that. We're going to deactivate pattern and sewing. I'm going to do that. This way we can just kind of focus on that without this stuff accidentally getting in the way. Fingers crossed that Marvelous Designer doesn't decide to change any of this stuff while it's not supposed to be doing anything. But you know Marvelous Designer. Going to do what Marvelous Designer wants to do. So I think I'm going to run a line through here. And run a line through here. And this will come up. Probably going to go like that. Let me see if I can get that sketched out. Let's grab the old pen avatar. Pen avatar was giving me problems the other day. I'm going to end up, you know what, we're going to put like little flatty. This will kind of come to the point. And we're just going to bring you back up and then bring you around a little bit. So I want to just do that. And actually, you know what? I think I want to move this maybe over here a little bit. So let's do the old edit and avatar. I want this line to shoot more this way. I can never tell where the nipple's supposed to be on these things. Even if we went into wireframe, this nippleless wonder wouldn't help any. Then I think I'm going to run a line here. Then we're going to run that back up through here. So let me see if I can do that. I'm going to try to run that. I'm going to try to bring that to there. And can I do that? No, not cross. I'm not crossing. I am connecting. Stimpy, you fool. I think maybe somewhere in here. And then will that connect? Okay, I think that's the connection. Let's see if we can get... And then this one's going to come around. Is that going to let me connect or is that going to whine? And ideally, I would like to finish that off with a piece like that. Although it's not, I don't think it's going to... Ah, this used to work a lot better. I think somebody improved it in the 2025 version. So I'm just going to kind of get this close. Can I connect you to there or are you going to complain? All right, so that's roughly that shape. Let me take a look. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna put a point in here. And let's do an edit. Can I do an edit? Can I add a point here? And maybe bring you up about here. Kind of like that. And then what I want, let me see if I can draw this in. Okay, so we're going to have a, are you going to let me draw? Nope, maybe. Going to want that. It's going to come to the center line. That's going to run up here and maybe that. Oakley dokley. Take you. Going to run a little piece right about here. And then I want to bring you around like that. Yes, I do. That's got a little bit of a... I'm probably going to end up with it doing that anyhow. Even though I don't really want to. And I think maybe I'm going to add a point, pull that out here. And then we can put the back piece, which I'll probably... And then we can get the straps in here. Did I not say edit? I did. I'm going to add a point. Bring you out maybe to about here. And we'll see if we can get this to roll. Is that going to... Yeah, I knew. I thought it was going to do that. What? What? I did not cross anything. Evil. It's evil. Something like that. What do you mean? Just close. Just freaking close. All right, let me see if I can get something in here. Are you just not going to let me draw a shape like this? Is that what we're talking about? All right, let me edit that point. And I think I've got enough. We can start putting this together. Although this is really sloppy as all get up. This sensitivity where it just really whines about crossing itself. It should just be connecting to a point. All right, let's see if we can flatten some pieces out and then turn these into patterns. That works a lot nicer. We'll give you that. And we're going to redraw these. I'm going to put curves on those. So they make nice cone shapes. I can't tell what part. All right, I am in the right spot. Okay. Are you my little handle thingy? There we go. That's going to be that part. Redraw you to be down here. You're going to be out here, running like that. And you're just totally flipped upside down for no apparent reason. You're going to be in about here. All right, I'm totally going to, and then we're going to put we'll add a strap later. But for right now, I think this is a good start. And what I think I'm going to do is just rough out a quarter piece so that the interiors are all kind of the same. And I'm just going to rotate it, or copy it, rotate it, and just adjust the other sides. That's kind of the plan right now. So I kind of like that. You know what? I'm going to take a copy. Can I make a, that would, back here. I'm just going to see that. Kind of. Maybe do that. How do I want to do this? You know what? I think I'm going to draw a rectangle. I think that is not a rectangle. If I draw a rectangle, I can make a triangle out of that a lot easier than this. Start like that. Split this in the middle. Okie dokie. Get rid of these. And then I can, I wish, was there a way I can hand mirror this? Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to cut this in half. We're going to use linked editing on it. That did not snap. I cut that. Delete that. All right, we got our linked editing going on. Oh, you're not straight. Why are you not straight? Try that again. If I have the linked editing on, it should straighten out when I grab it like that. Just kind of pull that around until it snaps kind of in there. And then I can put a curve over here. Line right here. So we'll see how that works out. What I want to do is kind of add curvy cuts through here. You know what? I'm going to take I take a circle and put interior lines or something in there. We might do that. Oops. So you're not lined up still, are you? The hell? There we go. And we'll just merge these back together. I'm going to just maybe move that point down a little. I don't think I want that. Okay, I'm going to try to make some circle shapes in here. Yeah, how do I want to do that? Internal. Maybe do ellipse. Can I just start you like that? Can we do an overlap? You know what? That might actually make it just a good guide. These are the same. So here, let's try this. I have an idea. Offset as internal line. Maybe 20. Maybe 15. Let's try 15. And if I do number of other offsets, I'm going to not keep those, but this kind of just gives me a feel. You know what? That's going to kind of work. Say okay to that. And can I just take you turn you into a curve point. Oh, can I delete you? Oh, I got linked editing still going on. That's my problem. We're going to redo. We're going to take the linked editing off and redo that. Remove linked editing. There we go. And then I can do, I'm going to curve it, and then I'm going to offset it. Offset is internal line 15. Excellent. Convert you to a curve point. Good. You know what? I need a new, this purple isn't working for me right now. So I'm just going to switch all of this to a white bra color for now. We'll add the trims and things, but for right now, okay, now I'm going to do this, and we'll do offset as an internal line. Nope. And we'll say reverse direction on that and put that up a couple more times. I want that to be a little rounder. I'm going to cancel. I'm going to undo. Dang it. I went too far. Let's go back. Can we redo? Control Y. It's a standard redo command. We have one. All right. You know what? I think I'll just get rid of you. And then I think I'm just going to pull you like that. Should give me a slightly different curve, I think. I hope. Then when we run you along like this, I don't know why you're still looking not exactly as round as I would like. It's a bit better. I like that. Okay. Oakley dokley. Think we're good. Let's do the extend pattern outline. And then I'm just going to copy this, and we can reshape the backs a little bit to better fit the rest of this pattern. So Control C, Control V, bring you like that. Are you not snapping? You are snapping. Yay. Put you there. TV. Can I do Shift D? Does that work in this program? I'm going to try that. Shift D. That would have been too easy. I just want to do a duplicate, but not a linked copy. I don't seem to have that as an option. I get a copy and a paste, but I don't have a way to just like drag and make a copy. I know how many years? 5 years into this. CV. Bring those over here. Can I just rotate you all around like that? Yes, sir. All right, looking good. Now we're just going to try to tweak these to match that a little bit. So I think I'm going to make that straight. We're going to put a little flat up here and over here. We're going to make those about 10. So what we can do right now, I think I can go ahead and just sew these together. Nope. Let's do the, because I put points in there. We want to just do maybe this. I should do this after the shaping, though. We'll do that after we're done shaping. If I move this point, I got to move this point too. I think I'm going to bring that down here. Take you, maybe bring you over here. I want that to be about 10 because that's where we're going to patch our 20mm bra, which may be too thick, but I'm hoping not. Put a split there. 5. I'm going to do the same thing. Set that up at 10. I need another, you know what, this is good. I'm going to bring you over here like that. just get rid of you. That's almost two. Now I don't have room here. Although I do want a little bit over here, so never mind. I don't need to do that. I want that point back. I actually want this point somewhere out in here. I think maybe like that. And that'll give me this to go with there. Maybe I can just make this a curve point. Although I don't like that curve. 127.7, let's try. 27.5, probably good. Let's just delete that and drag this out as a curve point. About 127.4. I have no idea if this is going to work. I'm just making this up as I go. I'm going to freeze this so it doesn't move. I don't know where you are. Are you over here? Why do you look like that? The hell? We just, I can't because I froze you. Now you're unfrozen. Now you're back. Now you're frozen. Why did those all fold over like that? I do not know. I think this is good. I think I can get rid of these underpin. I don't think I really need them anymore. Oops, that one I wanted. Add in that. I think these are too wide. So I'm probably going to come back to this, make it narrower, and then reshape it a bit. All right, actually, let's draw this in. So that's going to come about halfway. You know what? I'm going to just put a split there in the half. Do I have the wrong tool? Split, uniform split. Say okay to that. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Split, uniform split. Say okay. 127.4. You know what? That's going to be okay. I'm going to draw this out. And that needs to be 87.5. So when we get done, we're going to resize that. And then we're going to adjust this. Oh, that's an internal line. Doi. Do this one. D-click. Click. Click. Go straight. And back down. Should be good. Oh, why are you pink? Make you bra color. I don't need you anymore. Thank you for your service. Do this. All right, so what did I come up with here? 87.5. So that needs to be 87.5. This might need to be a little longer down here. If I change length, I'm going to go the other way. 87.5. Say okay to that. All right. Drag this down so it just lines up like that. Okay, then this. You know what? You're not straight, are you? I'm going to make you straight. There we go. Do I have curve points on there? I do. Not anymore. You over there. Those. I think you're going to angle like that, I believe. And this is going to sew over to this. So that needs to be about, dang it. Taking another measurement. 127.4. Got to get close to 127, and then we're just going to pop a little curve in here. How this works out. Ideally, that should probably round around a little better than that, right? You know what? I'm just going to make that 127. Just give ourselves a little room there. And just drag you down to, you say you're like 127. It snapped to something over here. That's always so annoying. You're trying to do precision and you're moving very slightly, and then it decides to just snap to. In some ways, the snapping's good. In other ways, I now can't. I now can't get that to go to 127.4. I have to zoom in to do this. I think I'm good. Okay. And then we're just going to bring you around from here to here. I get the feeling these are going to get smaller. Dang it. Come into here, you go down to here. Have you line up down in here. Probably going to go up in here somewhere, but let's take a measurement and see where this needs to be. 82.8. Two point eight the other way. Bring you, get you this way. Line you kind of up like that, and that kind of gives me what I really want to do with this. I can't grab the part that I really want because I got another part on top of it. So I want you to come all the way over here. I think we want you to kind of do that, and I need another point in here. I'm gonna line up like that. I don't think I need this anymore. Yeah, I'm totally gonna make that smaller. All right. Let's do. Dang it. All right, let me just start sewing like the wind. All righty, those are good. Yeah, I think. Oh, all right. Oh, this is going to get chaotic. Let me see if we can reset these, because that's just goofy AF. I tried. There we go. That's a little better. All right, let the madness begin. Let me turn off make sure I got gravity turned off. You do not have gravity turned off. You do not have gravity turned off. Yeah. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just pin that to there. And I'm just going to pin that to here. Let's do a little, where's my pin tool? I'm going to tack on avatar. I'm going to kind of put that there. I have no idea what's what over here. And you know what? I'm going to tack that over there. Let's see what happens now. Hey, that's kind of worked anyhow. I think my cups are a little big, though. I think I'm going to shape them so they get a little smaller and a little pointier. So we're going to yeah, is that going to? I think so. I think if I just make them a little narrower, then I just have to redo. These are all rotated 45, so I could probably rotate everything. So let's get rid of, let's try that. And maybe one at a time, I can just make them a little narrower. This needs a little bit of work to get that, that's not sitting straight right now. Anyhow, I rotated all of these like 45. So if I just kind of snap you back 45 like that. I wish I could. You know what? I can then do these. Actually, I'm going to rotate those in place because I'm going to lose track of where they belong. And I can grab all of this and I'm just going to make them narrower. Which means I have to adjust all these lengths. So here we'll start you and you. You're now 81 instead of 87. And basically that 116.7. I'm just going to kind of do the same. Yeah, I wish I could see that measurement there while I was doing this. We're just going to make that smaller until that says, and then I'm just going to come in here and move you up just a hair. We're looking for 116.7. Right there. All right, let's adjust. That needs to be this and one of these. So 6.6. Put the other way. All right, let's see. They'll probably have too much in here. And that pin, maybe I just need to make them a little longer too. Just stretch them all. And that doesn't change. That shouldn't change these too much. That's going to get changed a little bit. I'm gonna undo that pin. Can I select you and undo you? Nope, I gotta come over here and do the edit pin. I can get that pin and kill it. Maybe not. Maybe there's still a pin left in there. No. Edit 3D. No, it's a pin. It's a pin. Right, right. Damn it. That's what I'm looking for right there. That gets rid of it. And that just falls off now. Even though I don't have gravity. I should put the strap on. Let's get a strap in here just to kind of hold it in place for the time being. And maybe I'll just get rid of you. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put both of these pins back in. We're going to work on getting the strap in. Let's do that. I could try to just measure across. I'm just going to eyeball it. What did I say? I wanted this to like maybe be 20. I'm going to go with 500 to start with. I think this is going to be... Yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be a little loose. What do you got going on over there? Oh, you're the... Okay, never mind. I remember you now. I'm just going to do little so. Oh, you're playing that game again, are you? Double click to complete. All right. Click, click. No, dude, I meant double click. Click, click. All right, it did it. Hey. It almost never works. That is too finicky. I don't know why this is so finicky in 3D view. I can't get you to sit on this corner here. You don't want to do that for me? Did you? I think you did. All right, I got it. Let's see how that goes. All right, it's really loose. We can fix it. My dad has tools. Okay, getting there. I'm going to put the strain map on so I can kind of see when the strap starts turning colors. I think the strap's starting to do the trick. I think what did I not get? Okay, I can get rid of the. I'm going to get rid of the pins now. Let's dupe the strap. Let's tweak the pins. Edit tack. Okay, now I can get rid of you. I think I can get rid of you. And we can go back to what we were doing. Okay, I need the strap to be longer on the back. Oops. Dang it. I hate it when that happens. Gotta remember to occasionally turn the simulation off, or else we get in a weird undo. Uh, so do I want it to still be a little smaller, maybe? A little pointier? So if we do this. You know, it's covering the chest properly. It just looks ginormous. I do have the female. You know what? I think I'm just going to make that smaller and pointier. And then we just got to readjust all of these again. So to do that, I'm going to just flip this around upside down. Like that. Yo, Loki. Hey, thank you for that resub, man. I really appreciate that. So here, we're going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to see if I'm getting there. I'm liking that shape. I still have to adjust this. The maybe a little bit. Maybe make that circumference a little bit smaller. You decided to take a break from MD. As and most importantly, D-Force. D-Force is evil. But D-Force is now my bitch. It takes a little while to get used to, though. Control H. There we go. Hey. All right, let's adjust these lengths here to get things to fit a little bit better. I think I'm getting a twitch in my left eye over it. Do so. My chat's getting chopped off a little bit. Am I happy with that, or do I want to? Well, let's fix these lengths and then take a look where we are. Bring you over here for right now. I'm just going to try to get these not to overlap so badly. Every time I hit simulate, your butt puckers. Did you set the bend stiffness to 0.1 to start with? It still won't necessarily stem nicely, but at least it'll stop the explosions most of the time. You and you are 60.1. I did, and it stopped it for one item of clothing, but the rest. Oh, sorry. Change length. 60, but you want to go this way. Say okay. Do back. Send a DM. Do not open stream. Uh-oh. Okay, that's good. Let's measure this and this. 102. That is our target number for this. 103. Not bad. We can. Where's my point? There's my point. 102. I forgot. What did I say that was? 102.0. 102 on the nodes. 102.8. I'm holding the shift key down like I'm in Blender or something. It does almost nothing in here. There we go. All right, those match. Moving along. I need one of these with one of these is 68.9. That one there needs to be 68.9. 68.9. Needs to go the other way. Say okay. All right, let's see how we're looking now. I'm just getting. Yeah, it's just the way it's tugging. And my strap's still too high in the back. Just got to get that strap down. At least 50 more, if not 60. Oops, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm doing the wrong way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna flip these around. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 6. I think, do I need you to be a little wider or narrower in here? I can't tell. Still want that to come down a little bit. And that's still getting stretched way out. And I could probably still stand to bring those down. So take a look and make sure the front hasn't gone completely. I'm a little loose on that edge there. What I need to do is probably taper these in and adjust the lengths to match that. Take you maybe a little that way. That kind of helps. You know what? I do want. I want to just pull this out a little bit and likewise get this over a bit more. Yeah, I think I'm going to add a little bit more length right in here. Bring this out a bit. I want to measure here 22.2. So let's 15.4. I can't see anything. Daz is in the way. Damn you, Daz. You turned 49 in 3 months. Also, you've learned why you said not to use bits and bobs inside MD. You added eyelets and laces to a skirt. While it works great inside, Daz D-Force makes the eyelets explode. Yeah, I do. I always have to do things like eyelets as textures for Daz, and if you're D-Forcing. If I'm doing something relatively static like a shoe, I might model them in. But if it's going to be a clothing item, it's going to be D-Forced. Yeah, that doesn't go well, did it? Um, how far off are you? By the way, how pointy is this? I don't know. I'm thinking might not work. Maybe I'll pull these back down a little bit. I may be a little too pointy now. What? Bullet bras? Too pointy? Say it's not so, Mr. Chris. I might just go with that. Do I need a little bit more room? Yeah, I think I'm going to space out the front just a little bit further. And I might then need to adjust. I might need to then adjust that back around again. We'll see how that goes. It needs to stab. Oops. It's so far off the actual breast, though. The problem is, Daz clothes don't actually shape the character that's underneath it. Maybe if I take the curves down a little bit, I don't know. think I'm going to try to flatten out maybe a little bit more. Now it's trying to rotate on me. I know that's just going to end up rounding it out a bit. So maybe what I should do is just delete all of this stuff and redo them. Then maybe I'll try to sneak a little curve in there. Oops. Arrgh. On your ring crop top past testing in like 12 hours. Nice. I did have an item pass through testing today. Well, actually, yesterday, I got corrections back that, hey, you need to add some poses. So, of course, a day later before he gets back to it. All right, how are we looking here? Oink. So we're going to add a little bit of a curve to that, I think. You rang. I think I'm going to just pull a little curve out here and try to keep that kind of pointy. And we're going to pay attention to this number that we make right here. That one that says 89.2. That's my magic number. I wish there was a way I could just type in, hey, make a curve at 89.2. Oops, that was 0.1. You know, I saw 0.2. I'm optimistic I might. Nope, I can't get there now. There we go, 89.2. 89.2. I think that's my point over there. I hear 89.2. What are you sewn to? Oh, so these two are little. These are a little short right here. You need to be 89.2. Now I'm too far out. I can't control that well. Now I'm just too close and it's snapping to itself. Okay, so whatever this is, 80.7 is what this needs to be. Oh, damn it, I hit a snap. 80.7. I guess the next you can try is a skirt to remove all the eyelets and attempt to fake it with textures. That's generally what I do for items that are D-force. Yeah. That looking good? Maybe flatten them out a little bit more. 88 point. Let's try 88.6. Ever so slight. 88.8. This one's going to be different. 80. So 88.8. I just 88 point. You know what? I'm going to stop. 88.3. 88.8. I think I just made you 80. And keep it in just not use D-force and you really like how it turned out. Yeah, I mean, you can try that. What am I doing? 88.8. 0.8, there we go. 0.8, yay. 88.8. That went too easy. Something's going to go wrong here. I just snapped right to 88.8. Gods have spoken. You know what? I'm going to go with that. I need to add a... I'm still going to trim out some stuff in here. And that needs to be straightened out up there. I think I'm happy with that. I'm going to just put a split in here at 15. We'll put a little curve in there. Then we'll set that off a little bit. These straps, I think we're going to just... what do I want to do? Do I want this? I think I'm going to make it 15. We're going to make it 16. I'm going to do 8 and 8. They need to be curved out a little bit better. That's these guys right here. I don't know why there's a curved point there, but there isn't now. I think I got to set that up just to be 90, don't I? So let's grab you and drag you around till you are... Why is it I can't see an angle there? Damn you. What the hell, dude? Come on, 7.4. That's close. You know what? That looks kind of flat. I'm going to trim 5 off of that. Went the wrong way. Try that again. Nope. Try that again. Offset is an internal line. Let's not reverse direction. Say, okay, let's cut those. Let's delete these. Let's put a split on that. Am I looking at the right thing? I'm probably using the wrong tool. Uniform split. Ideally, those should be like 7.5. That's probably, we're going to make that 7.5. We'll make the other one 7.5. Change length, 7.5. Okay. So this to that. Actually, let's delete. Oh, Escalade shuffle. Just to be clear, I can use the bits and bobs from MD if I do not want to use the D-Force clothing pit. I'm not sure. I think you might be able to, but I'm unclear if using those out of MD is in their licensing agreement. If it seems to be, and if you're not deforcing it, you mean as just from a can it be done in a DAS kind of way? It can be done. If you mean, is it allowed in the licensing with Marvelous Designer? I'm not sure. That's part of the reason why I just make my own. I don't have to try to figure out what the licensing allows me to do with those. I think that's probably close. Am I on the right side? Did I just sew to... No, I don't think so. I don't see sew lines over there. Nope. I am sewing the wrong things. Boy. I'm totally sewing the backs to the fronts. You mean you won't break? It won't. Yeah, it will. Yes, you can. You can rig it if you bring in the geometry from there. Yes. They should. I mean, they should work in DAS as far as if you just put it on a figure. The only tricky thing is how it deforms. Eyelets, you might get some weird deformation on. but you're liable to get that with textures anyhow, depending on the morphs that get dialed in. So I'm going to do this in 45 degrees snaps so I can kind of keep my going on. Did I split you around? I did. I'm going to put a split in there. And my brain stopped. All right, we're doing it again. I did that. I canceled that. My brain had stopped. Let's do this uniform split. Okay. All right, I think we're good now. I think I have that one over there. So I want to actually sew this to that. All right, I think that's good. We're getting there. So I want that. All right, I'm going to switch to accurate. Hopefully this doesn't screw with the stream too much. Further down. I'm going to see if you're just not sitting just underneath the breast like you're supposed to, are you? You're just a totally different shape. What if I just strengthen everything and call it? You know what? I think maybe if I add some folds in here, I might be able to bend that into a little nicer shape. that just looks horrible, doesn't it? If I strengthen that, does that help anything? If I solidify, does the solidify do anything for me? I know it's getting a weird. It's because we're not actually putting flesh into these things, so we can't shape them. Howard the Broad. I have this feeling I'm going to have to get so close, and I'm just going to have to say the heck with it and dump it off into Blender to fix it up. Do I just need a little more room in here? I just need a little, I don't know, it just, it's getting squished and it's not holding shape. Ooh, pillow. That actually gives me an idea. I haven't used the inflate. Let me see if the inflate does anything here. Um, I'm not sure I can inflate. Where is the inflation anyhow? Pressure, something like that. Uh, there it is, pressure. Ooh, the pressure actually did something. There we go. I found it. Are you just not... Actually, you know what? Now I've probably got the strength working against me. That's funny. Half of it looks fine, and the other half is still duck billing. And it looks like when I use pressure, it applies it to everything. If I could get it to come down a little bit. All right, let's do that. Let's hit save before I lose something here. Does like to fly away, though. Learned that the hard way. Yeah. I'm going to crank up the friction on this. You know what? Having it 0 probably isn't helping. I'm wondering, what if I take that off and put the strap over a little bit further? Let me try that. Change length. Let's go the other way. Let's say 15 and okay. I'm gonna come over here and get that. Gonna get rid of that sewing there. That goes to that. I think I can. I don't know. You go all the way over like that. I'm gonna now move over. What about pinning? I'm thinking about if this doesn't pin it to just get it to pull down and stick. Possibly. Because now I'm way off the... That needs to be actually all the way over there. Have I made this thing now too small? Is that what happened? Where's the... You know what? I'm going to move this a little bit more. Give myself a little more room in there. You know, that's helping a little bit. After wrestling this with a while, I'm probably going to think maybe with what I've learned, I should start over. Also, I can get half of it to look good. We could always pop it in the blender, delete half, and fix the other side. I think I'm going to make this a little shorter. I'm going to run a strip along the bottom there. You can probably... I'm getting there. It's just a matter of tugging it until it's in a shape I like. So what we're going to do is let's pull all of this stuff up. Also, I'm going to just curve that at some point. Underwire support, maybe. That's just this. That's what I'm thinking. Is if I can get it to a point where I'm happy with half and the other half is still fighting me, definitely just export it, chop it in half, and mirror it with Blender. Let's convert you to a... Let's just delete you, actually. I can just do maybe this. And then let me put a strip down in here. I'm going to just measure this. 327.4. 327.4. It's going to say, let's say 15. Okay. And of course, you're not the bra material. Why are you? Oh, it's the first one on the top of the list. That's why it keeps using that. That's not right, is it? Yeah, that's right. Okay. We're getting there. Stoop that. It's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. So the front, go up the back for right now. Move these. That does improve the look of it. I like that. The little firm piece all the way through. I'm probably going to put a square back in here so I can undo the bra. And we'll just pin those. So let's do that. It's 10 and 15, so that's going to be 20. That's 26. How did you come up with 26? Oh, because one of you is 11. Got it. So I'm going to say 20 and 26. Okay to that. I'm going to get rid of these. Grab this. Turn it around and bring it back here. Just to turn that into a raw material. That over there. That just visually doesn't work for me. I'm actually going to put you like that. Okay, I'm going to pin these together right now. If I choose the pen tool, tack. We're going to tack. And tack, 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 and tack and tack. I'm going to hold that together with tacks. I don't think tacks get exported. That's the reason why I'm doing that. You are... You're the one underneath. I think... I need to see what a bra fastener looks like. Hold on. I'm going to say 1940 just to see if we can come up with one that looks like it was made in the 1940s. That is not what I'm looking for. Looking for the part that clips over, and I just want to know which side goes over which side. That is what I'm Googling over here. Bra closure. I think it's a closure, right? Closure fastener. Images. Bra clasp. That could. Yeah, I'm just trying to get a good picture of one from. Is it so looking from the back, is it the right side over the left side, or does it hook? And I don't know why I'm being so, since we're here and I haven't, if I had already set it up, I wouldn't be worrying about it too much. I'm saying, oh well. So it's backwards, who cares? But since right now, are you going to go see Snow Bunny? All right. We'll catch you later, Art. I'm thinking, are you a bra hook? Can't see. Okay, from what I'm looking at here, right over left. So I'm heading in the right direction. I'm gonna just go like this. I'll, I may fake the details in here. I might not even put details on here. We'll see. Anywho, so that there, that there. Then I need to take this other one. You know what? I'm just gonna grab both of them. I can't see what I'm doing. I'm just gonna move them all the way over here. This gets there. That goes here. This should finish off like that. Should be good. Hopefully when I export, those pins don't get, that stuff doesn't merge. Right now this is just pinned on top of each other. I might have to tweak the pin settings if those end up merging on export. Also, they're pretty tight. We're going to try, I'm going to just grab all of that. We're going to put elastic on all of these edges, if it lets me do that. Elastic, but I don't want it to actually shrink. So we're going to do that trick. We're going to say 100%. I'm going to make the strength 100, like stay kind of more square. You know, I could just pin that to that, and that might help too. Dun, dun, dun. Where's my pins? There it is. Tack. Tack, not a pin. All right, there. That's better. Isn't that nice and neat looking? And ideally, that might end up getting welded when we export. We'll see how that works out. Let me do that. And if I can just get half of this to play, you know what? It's getting in a little more into shape. I might actually. I'm going to put little semicircles on these, and I think I'm close to. I'm going to. I have to plan where I want to put fake sliders and stuff. So I'm probably going to put some fake sliders in here. You guys are just not. Stop that! Stop that! Play nice. Oh, now I got the wrong one on top. Damn you! Oh yeah, take that. You know what? I'm happy with those. We're going to freeze them for right now. Not a single pin has been exported. I'm not so much worried about that as much as it just deciding to weld the edges. I don't want the edges to be welded. I actually want these to be separate. Maybe I want these to be welded. You know what? I might end up putting a little invisible little pieces in here. I'll delete. Yeah, we're going to do that. So here, I'm just going to drop a little 2mm in here. A little 26. I say okay to that. And you know what I can do is I can just drop a little line in here and here. And then I can get rid of the pins. So what I'm going to do is just take, these are just going to be attachments, and then later on I can delete them in DAS to make the open up version. I'm going to do that there. Actually, let's be that there. And I'm going to set you to be layer 1. These are probably in layer 0. Do this. I'm just going to sew, you're going to be the bottom to that. Top. That gets sewn to that. I'm going to sew that to that. And then let me just get rid of all these pins. Or these tacks. I keep getting pins and tacks confused. Tacks are the things that hold things. Pins are the things that freeze the mesh. All of that. Let's unfreeze and let it do a little bit of dancing. Kind of like that. It's stressed out a little bit. Did I not set you to not stretch? Are you stretching? Did I lose my elasticity on there? I did not. It says it's 20. But it lies. Obviously. Maybe we'll solidify these. Where did that thing go that I was looking at earlier? The solidify. Right there. You know, that helps a little bit. Can I use a fold to flatten that out? Will it let me do that? I solidify that like that. Let me see if I can, because it loves doing this little angle pressure thing. Where is my fold? Is that my fold? Are you my fold? Did I not select? There we go. Can I not make you straight? And will you stay straight? Even if I ask you really nice? Please, oh please stay straight. There it is. Got it. Let's see how this goes. Nope. It just doesn't want to let these things be straight, does it? I'll probably touch those up in Blender. Actually, let me add a little bit of extra offset on that. See if that Nope, it's not overcoming the stretchiness on this. I think I'm getting close. Let me put little circles in here. This is actually starting to look, that helped. You're still a little weird. I mean, it's not like I can't touch it up in Blender. All right, I'm going to start trimming this up. We're going to add little curves in both of these. And I'm going to add a little trim here. I already put a trim zone in here. I want to trim here. Basically, we want trim that kind of go all the way around. That on the inside here. Trim there. Should probably start thinking about naming things. We've got 20 minutes left. Let's put you... I'm going to orient this as if it's... Are you in the right spot? Kind of like that. So it sort of looks like, except it's off by... Probably should look like that. The way I've ended up making it. All right, let's put some splits in here. It's going to be a whole bunch of tedious splitting. Split 15. Split 15. Split 15. Bio break and smoke break. Already. Split 15. Split. I want this to be 15. I was using 15 before, I think. And that there to there. There to there. 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 Gonna eyeball these. I got little measurements there I can look at. Cool. All right. Then we're just going to offset as internal lines. Say 15. And I get another row in there. Nope, I'm not. I'm just gonna do that. Actually, let's redo that. Let's do I have enough room for adding trim in here? I might tweak this just a little bit. Right here in particular. Probably I'm probably just gonna pull a little bit of curve in there so I can get a trim line in there. Might do the same thing over here. I need to get about a 5mm trim line into those. Then I want to put a 5mm trim line all around here. And all right, so we're going to start chopping things up. I'm not even sure I'm going to use these or not. Just give me some guides, which we should see in the mesh, right? Oh, and everything still tries. Let's fix that. Is everything still tries in here? Did I not turn anything to quads yet? I guess not. Dang, dog. Let's hopefully not break anything. Are you done yet? Can I do stuff? It's thinking. Did you... All right, let's save. and we'll start setting up trims and materials. I'm probably going to get the trim set up. You know what? I'm going to put a clip here. I might put a clip right here, which means I'm just going to add a little bit of mesh on the edges of these. And then I'm going to set up an area here. And I'm just going to put these in with textures and displacement maps. And I think that's fine. I think that's going to be fine. You got a little janky over there, didn't you? Of course you did. I'll probably just smooth that out in Blender. All right. Let's pull this out a little ways. So if I do a offset as an internal line, 5, yeah, I need to pull that out just a little bit. So here, let's increase the length of this. Change length. I don't know, 70. Do the same thing. Uh-oh. Now it's punishing me. If I suddenly cross the line, we're just going to mesh all the patterns all the time. Change length the other way. Say 70. Okay on that. I'm going to get rid of that. Pull you out, and I want that to be about 15. Probably good. I think the rest of this. So this was that was the danger point. Oh, and also I want to put I want to put trim on here and here. I think so. All right, let's do the outer edge first. So offset is internal line. 5, 1. Okay. We're going to cut and sew all of that. Actually, I should have come down here. We're going to redo that. Going. Because I want to do that there. Also, since I'm at it, let's grab these. All right, offset is internal line. Maybe a little thin on these ones than what I would normally do. And we'll cut and sew all of that. And let's start setting up some materials here. I'm going to add, let's call you bra cup. Call you bra straps, bra cup trim. Rod straps hardware. I'm just going to say this will cover bra front, Draw back. Draw trim. Clasp. That's got. Did that get split? Nope, it's fine. Yep, that's my brain stopping. Don't worry. All right, let's see. I've got all of that done. Did I do cup? Here, let's give all these colors before I forget about it. What are my other colors? Have I gone through the reds? I got purples, aquas, yellows and greens, maybe reds and oranges and pinks. Reds and oranges. Let's do reds and oranges. Where's the thing that lets me assign the color? There it is. Wow, that's a lot of reds and oranges. I guess we could just do this. That's too similar. That's better. Hmm. Probably good. Would be nice if I could get rid of that color. Grab all of this. You know what? I think I probably am. I am leaning towards just chopping this in half. I don't know. Maybe just grab both of you and rotate you until we're happy. Wait, I want you. Why are you not snapping? You know, you're already in the right spot, aren't you? Hey, Loki's back. You're sitting in the VC. Yeah, I'll do that. Oops. Just line up. I should probably merge that. Doesn't make sense not to. Just set you on the center line. And kind of just put you there. Bring you up here. Line you up kind of in there. Okay, so let's put a trim line there and there. Cut so those. Excellent. Okay, let's put a trim line. I didn't even remember putting those. Those must be from the trim line there. Offset is an internal line. Okay, cut and sew. And okay, why in the hell are those so freaking long? The hell? That's quad unoptimized. I need a trim line here. You know what? I'm going to remove the linked editing on that so I can grab those, put a trim line there. Cut and sew that. Think I'm good. I think I'm going to grab the bra straps and just. Are they longer? Nope. I can kind of nudge those in right there. They're not too long. I think I've got everything trimmed up. It's a matter of now just sticking materials on everything. And what time is it? We got 3 minutes. Let me see how much of this I can do. And I can't see what's what. Also, I'm going to add on some little things in here, but we're close. Yeah, hit save. Oh, so thank you all for being here. I'm going to unstrengthen this so I can just see what my colors are. Try to assign out the materials, and then we'll call it a day. I'm going to try to remember to not hit simulate like this, because I'm probably going to cry. So here, let me hit save. So if I do accidentally hit simulate, I'm going to fix that real quick. We're going to kind of just zoom in here. Bra straps there and there. Cup trim. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to grab cups, apply, trimmed all of this. We can just grab. Dang it! Not letting. Oh, you're so poopy. That I'm just grabbing these little lines, aren't I? There we go. That's better. You are bra cups. What I got? Bra front. I'm gonna put you on the bra front. You get to be bra front. You get to be bra front. Bra back is these here and here. Bra trim is gonna be that. That. There is a little piece right there. Got a couple. Did I not cut and sew you? Oh, you nasty boy. Alrighty, I'm gonna hit the hay. Hey, thanks for being here, Zek. We will catch you later, man. Any reason? I'm not in UV view. I'm still in pattern. I'm still in the 2D pattern window. I just set up the patterns as if they're my UVs. Okay. Oh, this I need a. Oh, that's because I switched it to wireframe, so I could see the wireframes. Oh, that's right. I can switch it to the other thing in here. These need to be called, it was not like that. I think I switched it because I wanted to take a look at my mesh, and then I realized everything was triangles. And I was going, nope. I think, have I not been working in mesh mode? I like to see the wireframes because it lets me spot bad geometry. Like, why does it do that? Because it hates me. Why is that trim piece floating away from the piece that I cut it from? Because it's just a sloppy ass program. Why are those like that? See, I might need to come in here and do something about that. And, so I might run another internal line up here to try to fix that. Anyhow, I'm going to copy that. You're going to be clasp attachments. And I'm going to come over here and your bra clasp, your bra clasp. We're going to give you a different color. So that goes there, and that goes there. Go there, and there. Nope. There. Got trim there. You're supposed to have trim. You're supposed to be trim too, right there. Nope. Did you not separate? Oh, dangity dang it. That didn't cut all the way through. There's my problem. That might be what I thought I had all you dudes. I gotta fix this. Wah, wah. I'm just gonna delete all of this shit. Get rid of you. And let's delete those out. And let's try this again. I'm gonna have to resew that bra strap's gonna come loose. I think no, it's not. It should still be sewn on. Never mind. Offset as an internal line. Say okay. Be able to just cut and actually, nope. I did the same thing again, didn't I? Because it didn't. You didn't. Yeah. See, this is my problem here. For some reason, I got these extra little points. Try this offset as an internal line. Okay. All right. This time it should cut and sew, and that's the reason why it was drifting. And then that becomes trim. On the other side, the other sides aren't mirroring. Damn it! I keep forgetting. Sometimes the application of a material doesn't automatically mirror across. Doi. Okay, I think I've got all my materials assigned. I think I'm going to hit save here. If you only click one, then they drag. It will only if you click, yeah, something like. I think I understand what you're saying. I think I'm good. I'm gonna just. And if you grab a bunch of them, you can just always come over here too, or just drag and drop onto one. Let's do that. It's okay. I'm not going to hit save with this. But we're in the ballparky. Anyhow, this is where I'm going to leave off for the day. Actually, let's get the rest of it in here, and then call it a day. So real close with the Marvelous Designer portion of this. I still have to do a little bit more on the straps. But other than that, I think that's going to be my 40s lingerie set. And can also pass for the 50s because let's face it, that style still would have been very prevalent in the 50s. So I think I am going to clean this up a lot with a blender or Marvelous or ZBrush or a blender. It's just a little bunchier than I like. Anyhow, hey, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Let's find somebody cool to raid. I'm not going to hit save because I already did, just in case something screwed up. All right, bye bye. let's find somebody to raid and call it a day. Who is on in the Twitch first today? Where am I? Who am I? What am I? I am gonna go over to my Twitch channel here. And I know I've only got 3 viewers, it says. That's okay. We're still gonna raid. See if one of the art friends is on. Or Erumakin. Maybe we'll just go hang out with Erumakin. Davey's eating a sandwich. I'm rolling up. 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 Oh, Bad Tooth's on. There we go. Let's go say hi to Dr. DK. Bad Tooth Records. He is pre-Friday folk around, folk and junk. All right, let's go over and say hi to our good friend Bad Tooth Records. Anyhow, my 33-month sub anniversary. Yay. Anyhow, let's go. Thank you all for being here. Loki, I will talk to you in a few minutes. I do got to step away for a minute though and grab something. Anywho. Hey, anybody over there on YouTube, like and subscribe. Anyhow, let's do this. Check out my good friend CS Bond. Make sure go check out Loki's store. I see you're making steady sales on the socks and things, so that's good. Check out our friend Loki over there. Characters are now closed. Available at Renderosity, RenderHub, Daz, and Kofi. If you want to, and I recommend you just go to the Kofi and throw money at Loki. That's perfectly acceptable. Anyhow, let's do. Hey, I got a Discord. Feel free to join. Did I not hit enter? And I typed that wrong. That's my problem. Try that. There you go. There's the Discord link. I will be back Saturday, 1 p.m. More 3D stuff. Not sure where I will be with the 40s outfit. I have picked up the Rockabilly swing outfit that I did a few years back. It was really a lot more. It's one of my earlier outfits, but I think I've pulled it from everywhere, so I'm going to redo it. Spiffy it up a bit, redo the way I'm doing bows now, and maybe make shoes. I don't know. We'll see. Anyhow, thank you all for being here. Let's go. Hey, if you're not a subscriber, feel free to use that raid call. If you are a subscriber, thank you very much. You're special. You get to use the special sub raid call. And sorry, YouTube, you can't join the raid unless you jump over to Twitch real quick. Jump to Twitch. Come to Twitch. Join the raid. Bad Tooth Records. Did that work? I think the raid has been started. Let me come over here and go over to my channel. That's right. Come to Twitch. We got everybody's got cookies though. We got the Twitchiest cookies. Anyhow, where am I? We're rating Bad Tooth Records. I'm copying my raid call. I appreciate you all being here. I hope you have a good rest of a Thursday or Friday for those of you on the happy side of the planet. Come on. You can copy. So, hasta la vista, baby.